Just want to make a quick video to show you my temporary heating solution for the barn for the winter. I just haven't decided yet whether I want to do maybe a pellet stove and only have a pellet stove. I also thought about maybe installing a mini split later this winter, maybe even early this spring. I can run natural gas from the house out to the barn. It's not a problem. I just don't know how often I'm really going to need to really heat this place up. It just depends on how much time I spend out here this winter. But what I can tell you is last night it got down to 25, and right now it's only about 30 degrees outside. And I came out here, and this is about where the temperature stays in the barn, right about 50 degrees. I've seen it get lower than that, like 47, 48 degrees, but generally in the daytime when it's heating up to low to mid 30s, it seems to stay about 50 in here. So the insulation is working really well. It's doing a great job. So in the meantime, I'm just trying to better understand my options for heat in the barn, and I could do, like I said, a gas mount heater and mount it up in the corner there. I could do a mini split. I could just do a pellet stove. I'm not too worried about it being hot in here in the summertime with the insulation. I'm just really not that worried about it. It doesn't bother me as much as the cold does. So in the meantime, what I've been using is this Mr. Heater 80,000 BTU propane convection heater. And I've just got 2 propane tanks tied to it. Well, not tied to it, but one of them is hooked up to it at a time, but I've got a backup right there. This will heat the barn to 65 degrees, so it'll go from high 40s, around 50 to 65 degrees in probably maybe 15 minutes at most. And as some of you know that have the barns, I think everybody knows it doesn't need to be real warm in here to be comfortable. I think anything over 55, 60 degrees, if you're out here in long sleeves and jeans, you're pretty comfortable. Not really worried about fumes or anything like that. I know that's a concern sometimes with these. I crack a window, but to be honest, if this is gonna run for 15 minutes, there's not much that's carbon monoxide really moving around too much in here. I mean, this is rising up to the ceiling. I've got 12-foot ceilings. And when I run the heater, I've just got this little fan over here opposite, just moving the heat around so it kind of moves in a circular motion around the barn. I think it does a nice job. Never really had any dizziness, headaches, or watery eyes, any of those symptoms, anything like that. But the next thing I think I'll do is probably explore some more of those options a little bit more heavily. So I could just do a pellet stove. I'm starting to kind of lean towards that. I'm not really worried about cost. I just want what's easiest and most convenient. I'm not going to put a full furnace out here. It's just not big enough. I just don't think it warrants a furnace being out here. A mini split's a good option, only if I want to air condition in the summertime, but I'm not really convinced I need that. I think it's going to be more than comfortable with a ceiling fan. So we'll see as we go, but I'd appreciate anyone else's comments or feedback on that. Like I said, leaning towards a pellet stove at this time as something a little bit easier, cleaner, something that, you know, fires electronically. Not that this isn't a bad option by any means. I just think it's more of a temporary heater to knock the chill out of the air. I could use it forever, I guess, and be comfortable. But I think I'm going to spend a little bit more time out here, but we'll see how this winter goes. But anyways, I just want to see what everybody's comments and opinions were. Thanks for watching.